information about the different alloys, both for leaded and lead-free processes. So that had been a consistent ask from the industry, so that's the reason why we thought it would be a good point that we include and present, and maybe we can include, work on developing a section for this particular standard.
This would be just an overview, just a short section?
It's a short section. It is similar.
Because we have J Standard 6
yes.
that explains all the different solders.
Yes. Why we wanted it here in 7711 is because there are some trainers who are doing this 7711 training, and when they are, but they are may not be trained to 7001, SJ001. So in order to establish that particular link, that is one of the reason why. And even if you see the 610 in the initial part of the book, we have got the ESD standard, the board handling standard, or at least the best practice for that. So we would like to do something similar for 7711 as well.
We have a general requirement already in the chapter 1
yeah.
for 7711 that says you should always use the same solder for repair
yeah.
that was used for manufacturing.
Yes.
I'm sure there's no compatibility problems. So.
Yes. Yeah, but that is only one line that we have, but we were looking for like developing sort of a matrix, understanding maybe some information or guideline in terms of the solder, or a replication of some of the pages from 001 in here. So that's one ask that has been there in the history. The second point, which I believe it may not be covered in the other standards also, is while we have moisture sensitive components, and we have to do the rework of those boards. So how do we handle those types of components in the specific handling requirements, as well as the preparatory requirements before we take the board up for requirement?
Do you have comments specifically against against clause 2.5 about baking and preheating?
Yeah.
You have some recommendations, or?
There are some recommendations, but then we wanted to include some information related to like some specific terminologies that we see in with MSD components, like.
You can show how to do it on there, but I don't anticipate that BGA remove replace will ever be made a required part of the training program. There will be a authorized part if a training center wants to do it, or if in your factory you have that capability. Because does anybody here work for a repair depot? Where your primary job is just to repair equipment for contract? Flextronics has some, I know.
The company who, like, there was one representation in the task group called CTDI. They do only repair.
All they do is contract repairs.
Only contract repairs.
So they probably have enough other kinds of equipment for various capabilities that they can show how to do this stuff.
Yes.
One of the things about rework and repair also is that there are not very many CIPs for rework and repair. Mostly CIS, because a CIP for any program has to learn the requirements from cover to cover of the book. And half of the book, or 1/3 of the book, is about repair. Well, most companies don't do any repair. It's not authorized, their customers don't want repair, but sometimes you have a $3,000 board and you don't have any replacements for it, and you have to fix a broken trace or make a jumper or do something like that, okay? But most technicians only want rework. How can I remove a component and replace a failed component with a good component without doing any damage to the board and make it still look like a new board? Or a rework technician on board. So most companies only have 2 or 3 people, and usually they are a very special kind of person. Some people just do things better than other people. Probably all have somebody in your staff, somebody you work with, you know, that person can pick up a solder iron and make a perfect solder connection every time. Just do it, okay? I used to make some pretty good solder connections.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation. So if you still have any ideas, any comments you would like to write clearly and give it to me, we will take it up, consider it, and we'll take it up for you. Sure. Thank you all. Yeah.